From the moment Naruto Uzumaki got his 3 power-ups simultaneously in Naruto Volume 70 in the form of the 6-pass Yang Chakra Seal, the 6-pass Power, and 6-pass Sage Mode, it started the never-ending debate with a surprising number of fans over whether or not Naruto still maintained 6-pass Sage Mode going into the Boruto era, especially because a lot of people tend to just lump all those powers into one. The debate between fans got so heated that it's even led to some fans debating when Naruto and Sasuke actually lost their chakra seals. As time's gone on, it's led to hot takes that people have been dying on heels over, but one of the ones that stands out amongst all the others is the debate of whether or not Naruto maintains 6-pass Sage Mode in Boruto. This is mainly done by all the number crunchers debating which septillion gigaton of force is generated by this many pixels on the panels to get the uber super mega continental destructive outputs. So if you take the stance that Naruto maintained the form, then you have villains in Boruto who are stronger, and if you don't and say that he lost the form, then you take the stance that villains are weaker. That's why in today's video, we're not only going to answer the question about Naruto's 6-pass Sage Mode in Boruto with facts, but we're also going to address some of the misconceptions that are still out there today. The answer to the question of has Naruto ever used 6-pass Sage Mode in fights in Boruto is yes. He's used 6-pass Sage Mode with the QB Cloak stacked on top of it for additional power in every fight that he's had between Boruto Volume 1 all the way up until Boruto Volume 13. In order to explain to you why this is the case, we have to look at a few things, like the misconception that Naruto needs the 6-pass Yang Seal that Hagoromo gave to Naruto in order to use 6-pass Sage Mode. This is not true. The 6-pass Yang Seal is a separate power from 6-pass Sage Mode and a separate power from 6-pass Power itself. The Yang Seal contains Hagoromo's 6-pass Yang Chakra and is meant as an additional boost for Naruto, but also has the programmed sealing jutsu into it called the 6-pass Shibaku Tensei, which was used to seal away Kaguya and drain her chakra to absolute zero so that she could never resurrect ever again. Think of the 6-pass Yang Seal as a performance accessory for your car. It's something extra, but it isn't required to operate the vehicle. Contrary to what people are still saying to this day, the Yang Seal wasn't lost when Naruto and Sasuke fought and they blew off their arms, because in Naruto chapter 690 and chapter 691, we see Naruto and Sasuke defeat Kaguya and the seals are shown on their palms in one panel, and then in the next panel the seal is completed and they're taken off of him, and we see that the chakra seals have been returned to Hagoromo. If the seals were required to use 6-pass Sage Mode and 6-pass Power, you literally wouldn't have seen Naruto use both of those powers against Sasuke later on in Volume 72, because neither one of them had the seals. You can look at their palms multiple times throughout that manga volume. Neither one of them have seals on their palm for this moment. 6-pass Sage Mode, according to the 4th Naruto Databook, the official guidebook for Naruto manga volumes 44 to 72, is a power that Hagoromo gave to Naruto as a reward for his ironclad faith and guts to never give up in the face of suffering, and is to achieve Samsara and Destiny's guidance. It's not a power that one can train to attain. There's no lifetime of training that one could get to get this power. They have to be chosen for the power, which Naruto was chosen by Hagoromo. When Naruto first showed up to save Might Guy and he kicked away the truth-seeking orbs, he was using 6-pass Sage Mode. There was no QB Cloak cut on. That was just Naruto on his own using basic 6-pass Sage Mode. The identifiers of 6-pass Sage Mode are found in the eyes, and it's the small details that get missed by a lot of people. The eyes have toad slats and fox slits, but there are no orange pigment rings shown beneath the eyebrows. That's the sign of 6-pass Sage Mode. It's a true mastery of nature energy, because the databook tells us it is a mastery and command of all things nature itself. That's why there are no pigment rings that you see with normal Sage Mode. When Naruto cuts on the QB Cloak afterwards, that's him simultaneously using the power of Kurama and the other 8 Biju to get an additional boost in power. Think of it like adding a supercharger on top of a V8 engine for more power. Yet there are people who, if you take away truth-seeking orbs that come as a byproduct of using 6-pass Power, they can't tell the difference between 6-pass Sage Mode with the QB Cloak cut on and KCM2. Well, here's the difference. KCM2 has a similar appearance, except the eyes have the orange pigment rings on them beneath the eyebrows. Watch when Naruto first uses KCM2 in the war, or when he fights against Toneri in Naruto the Last. You see the thick orange pigment rings beneath the eyebrows. When Naruto is confronting Nagato, you see him briefly use Kurama's chakra with Sage Mode in its base, yet there are still orange pigment rings beneath the eyebrows. 6-Path Sage Mode does not have those pigment rings for the reasons we identified earlier. 6-Path Sage Mode is a form that only Naruto possesses. Obito didn't have 6-Path Sage Mode, and neither did Madara. They used 6-Path Power, which is a different power and is commonly what people look for when trying to identify if Naruto is using 6-Path Sage Mode or not. Truth-seeking orbs are a byproduct of those who have become the Ten Tails Jinchuriki and gain access to 6-Path Power, which is what Naruto, Obito, and Madara each had. Each had Yin Yang release as the Jubi Jinchuriki. The difference is that, again, that is a power that comes from getting the chakra, the 9 Biju, inside of your body. 6-Path Sage Mode is given directly by Hagoromo as a gift. Hence, Naruto is the only person listed in the 4th data book with having 6-Path Sage Mode, but Naruto, Obito, and Madara are all listed with having 6-Path Power. If you're looking for the seal or truth-seeking orbs or the pattern of Magatamas on Naruto's clothing in order to identify the form, you're looking for the wrong thing, because those are different powers. The things you're looking for are 6-Path Power. That's not 6-Path Sage Mode. Go back to when he kicked away the truth-seeking orbs to save Might Guy. That is 6-Path Sage Mode. The other thing that people bring up is the change in skin tone when Naruto uses the Biju chakra on top of 6-Path Sage Mode, and the fact that his eyes have a different color. That's easy enough to understand what happened. The color scheme changed here, just like it's changed multiple times with other things in the manga. Sasuke's Rinnegan, we all are used to it being purple, but for the time the Rinnegan with the Sharingan Tomo that Sasuke was using, it was colored red in the manga. And so too was Madara's Rinnegan when Madara was a Jubi Jinchuriki, and that also ended up getting changed to purple. The colors for the Rasengan, for example, have changed as well. In the anime, the color of the Rasengan is blue, but in the manga, it's always been depicted as yellow. The color scheme changing to a more solid gold is not a big deal, because again, the eyes remain the same and consistent throughout everything. Naruto's Magatamas, when he stacks 6-Path Power on top of 6-Path Sage Mode and having the pattern change, literally comes down to a business decision to appease the production committee, which are investors in like Bandai Namco and all these other merchandise companies who give Shueisha money for the Naruto IP. That's why when Naruto uses KCM2 in Naruto the Last, his eyes remain consistent with KCM2 in the past, but his entire chakra cloak looks different. Instead of having the cloak that he did in the war, he literally just has a jumpsuit on. It's a tweak done to sell more toys and merchandise. Just like whenever Spider-Man is in a new movie, they change his suit with subtle changes because it gives an excuse to sell more toys at a higher price, even though it's the same Peter Parker that you see at the end of the day. That's why in Boruto, Naruto Next Generations, you see Naruto with multiple tweaks to his design. This time, he's either wearing the Hokage cloak with the chakra shroud, or he's wearing a straight up jacket that hangs down at his hip because it's all about merchandise. You watch Naruto fight against Fuse Momoshiki, zoom in on his eyes. There are toad slats and fox slits with no orange pigment rings beneath his eyebrows. You watch Naruto fight against Delta, it's toad slats and fox slits with no orange pigment rings beneath his eyebrows. The same when he and Sasuke fight against Jigen in episode 204. Toad slats and fox slits with no orange pigment rings beneath the eyebrows. The same when they square up against Ishiki. Naruto has consistently used 6-Path Sage Mode in his fights, which that's a hard pill to swallow for the crowd who says that Naruto's weaker now because he's not shooting off Biju Dama that leave behind these massive explosions like we see Naruto and Sasuke do when they had their Angel's Arrow clash, or even the battle with Toneri and Naruto the Last, where casual attacks like Toneri's chakra blast that he fires off when he takes Hinata to the moon and Naruto's chasing after him because Hinata says that she loves Toneri and not him. Toneri fires off that blast that leaves behind a crater on Earth larger than any Biju Dama fired off by the Ten Tails in the war. People go, well, why isn't Naruto doing something like that? And I will keep this very, very brief and simple. Destructive capability is not the accurate measure for a character's power. Let me say that again. Destructive capability is not the accurate measure for a character's power. Kishimoto told us back in 2016, when Boruto's manga was coming out, that the plan was to switch to expressing power differently because of how much stronger Naruto and Sasuke got after 16 years, and the fact that they're fighting stronger enemies than before. He took the Dragon Ball approach, which is to focus on displaying power through attack potency and control instead of destructive capability. That's why when you read Boruto fights, you can tell that the guy that's illustrating it, Ikimoto, is pulling open Dragon Ball manga volumes and looking at how Toriyama does his fights. It's the same thing. It shouldn't be that hard of a concept to grasp. It's why a straight ki blast that a Super Saiyan Goku fires off doesn't blow up the earth when it hits the ground. It's a testament to his control. It's the same thing when you see fights now in Boruto, which I go further in detail in the short I'll have linked in the description box of this video if you want to learn more.